HTML. The fourth commandment of Satan, bewitching Saturdays to cause Christians to return to their vomit. I greet you all, beloved. I am still revealing the contents of the meeting of Lucifer that lasted 4 months in the second heaven. In his book, the devil had 70 strategies against the church, 10 commandments against the church and 30 steps to cause a Christian in sin and remain in sin. God has made the law with 10 commandments, but the devil, being the opponent and imitator of God, also wants to make his own laws. Therefore he also wants to make the 10 commandments. Today I want to share about the 4th commandments of the devil. The 4th commandment of God is written in Exodus 20:8, remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. The 4th commandment of the devil is, remember Saturdays to keep it unholy. The devil called the 4th commandment, Saturday. I got scared by the things that the devil unveiled in this phase of the meeting. At this stage, Lucifer said, let all my servant witches and wizards rise in the auditorium. He said, you know, we have meetings every Saturday at midnight for reporting the week activities. The objective of the commandments of the devil is about making laws. Every commandment is a law. The devil said to the participants, particularly the witches and wizards, we shall work in order to cause believers to come back to the things they have abandoned long ago. According to the devil, Saturday is the day there will be a return to the things we believers have abandoned. And before announcing the 4th commandment, Lucifer turned himself to a dog-head creature. Then he said, anybody that will come back to things he has abandoned is like a dog who came back to things he has vomited. The devil wanted to send a message that every believer who returns to things he has abandoned has adopted the image of the dog or the image of the devil who has turned to this dog-head humanoid. The Bible says in 2 Peter 2:22, but it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to her wallowing in the mire. The devil said, we must get believers to return to the things that they have abandoned. Is it not written in their law that the dog has returned to the things he has vomited? And any believer that has returned to the things he has vomited, he has consequently adopted my emblem of a dog head. That's why I have adopted the emblem of the head of a dog. Even if these people claim to be born again, if these Christians go back to things that they have abandoned, they have adopted my emblem of a dog head and they resemble me. They will do what I said as they are my servants and I am stronger than their God. Dear believers, by returning to the old habits of sins, we are adopting the emblem of the enemy and the image of the dog head and will look like the devil. Later the devil lifted the members of the audience out of the oval auditorium in the air and we all stood in space, observing people in the 5 continents. As we were observing, we noticed that almost all the people of the whole world had dog heads, just like the devil who had the shape of a humanoid with the head of a dog, and almost everybody on earth had the head of a dog. We saw in different churches all over the world Christians and believers with dog heads because they were living in sin. They have returned to things that they have renounced previously. As a consequence, they have adopted the emblem of the dog head. While we were observing the world population with dog heads, the devil said, the whole world resembles me, even Christians. He asked the participants, who is stronger, the other one or me? The whole assembly of demons and humans knelt down in order to worship him and professed he to be the God. I want to say that all of our celebrations and parties are held on Saturdays. All the wedding celebrations and birthday parties take place on Saturdays. Consequently, believers do attend these parties and celebrations and are affected by the Saturday strategy of the enemy. By attending parties and celebrations on Saturdays, whether we like it or not, we will listen to secular music, therefore exposing ourselves to things we have abandoned long ago. And if you observe believers who attend these parties and celebrations, especially women, they dress up in sexy attire and expose themselves as unbelievers and justify their dressing as outing. Clothes. Saturday is a strategic day for the devil as believers are exposed to things they have abandoned a long time ago. The devil said to the audience, "Make sure that on Saturdays, Christians are exposed to things that they have abandoned. Let Saturdays be a day of defilement, impurity, and stain for the believers. Let bars, hotels, and brothels be full on Saturdays. Beloved, on Saturdays the devil take the world in hostage and subject it to intense demonic activities." He said to the participants, "I will introduce to you my tetrad, which is a group of 4 regiments of demons." He said, "This is how we shall work on Saturdays. Let the world be affected by the first wave of power starting from midnight. Beloved, from midnight of every Saturday morning, the first wave of satanic power is unleashed on planet Earth at midnight from a terrestrial command base which is a country on this Earth. We know that Washington is the political power and the Vatican is the seat of religious power. I pray that the Lord would send an angel. I will ask him to clarify this issue of the throne of Satan on planet Earth. I was saying that when it is midnight from the country where the throne of Satan is established, the first satanic wave is unleashed onto the earth from midnight to 11:59 am. Lucifer said, "From midnight to 11:59 am, my 58,000 agents, demons, will be deployed on the earth. In the 5 continents. They must blow or deploy the wave of darkness and defilement on the earth. While humans are sleeping. These demons were deployed on Saturdays and they were blowing a bluish smoke all over the world, and the people who were inhaling them were coming under the influence of the kingdom of darkness throughout that period of the day." The devil said, "People that are inhaling these bluish smoke will be influenced to do something that they did not do throughout the week. As this demonic activity is programmed to start from midnight, you can wake up on Friday before midnight and attack this tetrad of demons that Lucifer has scheduled to deploy throughout the day of Saturdays. As Saturday in itself is a law in the spirit realm, and that law is at work in people's lives and cause them to have a desire to do something that they did not think about during the week. You may be thinking of an old girlfriend or boyfriend. This is because the devil wants people, especially Christians, to come back to things that they have abandoned. People wake up with the desire and impulse to do things because the first troops of demons are already deployed at midnight, when everybody is sleeping. The second troops of demons are deployed from 12 am to 6 pm and they are 32,000 of them. I heard the devil saying, "You shall work to cause humans and believers to be earthbound in their hearts. The preoccupation of the things of this world must be their priorities." He said, "I want you to get God off their minds. The other one, Jesus, should not be in their minds. On Saturdays, they should be focused on other preoccupations, not Him." The third troops of demons are deployed by the devil from 5 pm to 8 pm. They are 28,000. The devil commanded them to cause humans to desire leisure, entertainment, and enjoyment on Saturdays. The fourth troops of demons are deployed all over the world to patrol the 5 continents from 8 pm to midnight. Their number is 62,000. What happens is that every Saturday from 8 pm in the night to midnight is actually a bewitchment. Let me explain, because Saturday is a period of intense demonic activity. This fourth troops of demons of the fourth or last segment of the day also work against the day of Sunday. And when people wake up on Sundays, they are still under the power of these demons. As Lucifer was organizing the last segment of the day of Saturday, I heard him saying, "The reign of my servant Lilith will start from 8 pm to midnight every Saturday at the deployment of 62,000 demons." Beloved, while you are invited and you are attending that celebration or party, and while secular music is playing and people are enjoying, remember that the demon Lilith is reigning over of all these pleasures and enjoyments happening on Saturday nights. Lilith is the lady of witches. She works with demons who molest men and women in dreams. She deploys witches and demons who molest people in dreams, and finally she deploys spirits of pleasure every Saturday night. As a result, prostitution and fornication reach its peak during these hours of Saturdays. Remember, we have nothing to do with the pleasure of this world. Do not adopt the emblem of Lucifer, a dog who has returned to what he has vomited. Then Lucifer enumerated 3 objectives. He said, we will work so that believers get busy on Saturdays. We will work so that the other one, Jesus, is not in the mind of believers on Saturdays. And we must work so that when these believers wake up on Sundays feeling very tired,